Welcome to this deep dive into one of the most compelling business memoirs of our time. Today, we explore Shoe Dog, the autobiography of Phil Knight, the co-founder of Nike. This is not just a business book. It's a raw, emotional, and gripping story of how a young man with a crazy idea built a global brand from scratch. Phil Knight takes us on a journey from his humble beginnings to becoming a billionaire. But what makes this book different from typical success stories is its honesty. Knight doesn't hide his fears, his mistakes, or his doubts. He lays it all bare: the sleepless nights, the betrayals, the debt, and the constant risk. This is the story of Nike before it became a symbol of athletic success. It's about blue ribbon sports, Japanese shoe manufacturers, legal battles, and loyalty. But most importantly, it's about persistence, vision, and believing in something bigger than yourself. Phil Knight was not a born businessman. He was shy, introverted, and unsure of his path. Yet, he pursued what he called his crazy idea: to import high-quality running shoes from Japan and sell them in America. This idea took him around the world, from Oregon to Tokyo, building relationships and learning fast. He partnered with Onitsuka, the Japanese shoe company behind Tiger shoes. This partnership formed the foundation of what would eventually become Nike. Knight didn't do it alone. He surrounded himself with a group of misfits, whom he called his butt faces. These were people who believed in the vision as much as he did. They worked tirelessly, often with no certainty of success. Phil Knight was constantly borrowing money to keep the company afloat. He was taking huge risks, gambling everything he had, time and again. At times, he was drowning in debt, but he never gave up. His story reminds us that success is not a straight line. It is messy, painful, and full of unknowns. But it's also worth it, if you truly believe in your mission. One of the most powerful themes of the book is resilience. Knight faced obstacle after obstacle. Legal battles with Onitsuka. Issues with suppliers. IRS investigations. But through it all, he kept going. He believed that failure was not the end, but a necessary step towards something greater. The early days of Nike were anything but glamorous. Knight was selling shoes out of the trunk of his car. Shipping delays, product defects, and miscommunication were common. But he and his team learned to adapt and grow stronger. He shares intimate moments too. The loss of his son, Matthew, is a heartbreaking part of the book. Knight opens up about grief, guilt, and the pain of personal loss. This makes the memoir deeply human. You see the billionaire not just as a tycoon, but as a father, a husband, and a dreamer. Knight also talks about the role of sport in life. Not just as competition, but as a form of expression, identity, and purpose. He believed that athletes deserved better shoes, and he made it his mission to deliver them. The name Nike itself came later, inspired by the Greek goddess of victory. The iconic swoosh was designed for a few dollars by a college student. And yet, that symbol would go on to become one of the most recognizable in the world. Knight didn't always know what he was doing. But he was always moving forward. He was learning from every mistake, adjusting, and building momentum. He shares powerful insights on leadership. He believes in trusting people, empowering them, and staying humble. His team at Nike was unconventional, but they were united by belief. A belief in the product, the brand, and the mission. There's an important lesson here: success comes from conviction. Conviction in your idea, your team, and your values. Even when the world says no. Even when the odds are stacked against you. Knight's writing is candid and reflective. He doesn't glorify himself. He admits when he was wrong, when he was scared, when he didn't have the answers. That vulnerability makes Shoe Dog incredibly relatable. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to appreciate this story. It's about the sacrifices required to build something meaningful. It's about falling down and getting back up. Time and again. The memoir also reveals the complexities of running a global business. The politics, the finances, the culture clashes. But Knight handles these with transparency and honesty. Shoe Dog isn't just a memoir. It's a window into the soul of a man who gave everything to bring a vision to life. It's also a tribute to his team, the unsung heroes behind Nike's rise. Phil Knight shows us that great companies are built not just on products. They are built on passion, people, and persistence. They are built on trust, resilience, and the courage to dream big. Even when that dream seems impossible. By the end of the book, you don't just admire Knight for his success. You respect him for his honesty, for telling the story the way it really happened. Not as a fairy tale, but as a real, imperfect, and inspiring journey. He leaves readers with a powerful message. That life is growth. That pain is part of the process. That success is earned, not given. And that the journey matters more than the destination. If you're looking for a story that motivates, moves, and inspires, Shoe Dog is a must-read. It's not just about building a company. It's about building a life of purpose. Phil Knight's journey is proof that one person with a crazy idea can change the world. If you enjoyed this breakdown and found it valuable, please give this video a like. Your support helps this channel grow and reach more people who love books and self-growth. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We post in-depth summaries, reviews, and insights from the best books out there. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let us know in the comments what book you'd like us to cover next. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.